Okay, so we're gonna go explore the Alta Museum. We have an archaeologist that's gonna show us. Honestly, I don't know what's here. I'm going in knowing nothing. We should leave knowing a lot of things. Let's check it out. So thank you for agreeing to show me around. I appreciate it.
Yes. Are you filming, streaming now? Or
Yeah. So I make a live broadcast the whole day. If you want to see, so as I go, there's like a whole live chat room and stuff like that. So people can talk to me, and then I have a mic so they can hear me. But that's the whole kind of process that goes on. So as I'm riding or doing this, people can communicate with me via chat, and I can talk to them via voice.
Yeah.
So questions will probably come up. I might even read some, or you can read some, because I'm here to learn.
Okay. Yeah, so you just tell me if there's any questions.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, what's the core of this museum? What's the museum about?
Yes, so this is Alta Museum. It's the World Heritage Rock Art Center.
Rock Art Center.
Rock
okay.
Art,
Yeah.
Yes. So the rock art here is 7,000 years old.
Okay.
And it's on UNESCO World Heritage List.
Yeah.
Since 1985.
Wow. Okay.
And it's because of its exceptional testimony for lived life 7,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you see out here, we have the Alta Fjord. And this place is called Hjemmeluft.
Yeah.
From the Sami word Giftmalukta. It's called the Seal Bay.
Seal Bay, okay.
Yeah, but today it's rarely you see seals here.
Okay. Is that from human impact or just?
I don't know.
Okay.
No. So on the west side of this bay and on the east side of this bay, we have panels with rock art.
Okay.
And we have rock art on different levels.
Yeah.
Like over the height of over the sea.
Okay.
So from 26 meters down to 8 meters above sea level, we have rock carvings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask, like, when they're like, we have rock art dating back 7,000 years, how do they know, like, carvings on a rock
How old it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how, you know, like,
strange.
yeah, because like I think with a dead animal, they have like radiocarbon dating and stuff like that. And but how do they do that for carvings? Do you know?
Quite dead, so we don't have radiocarbon.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah. No, we have the sea.
Yeah.
And we have geologists.
Okay.
I'm an archaeologist.
Yeah.
But geologists, they can date the stones.
Okay.
Yeah, and they use the sea to date when the sea was on different levels.
I see. Okay.
And you know, you can't make rock carvings under the sea.
This is true. Yeah.
So
okay.
when the sea, for instance, 7,000 years ago, we know that the sea was 25, 26 meters above today's sea level. So for 7,000 years ago, you have 26 meters. That's the oldest the rock art could be, laying on that level.
Okay.
So that's why we date the rock carvings on 25, 26 meters to 7,000 years old.
Okay.
Because
based on the sea level at the time.
The sea was on that level.
Okay. And then it just moves down from there.
Yeah, and during the time, you know, the Ice Age?
Yeah.
Yeah. So before 12,000 years ago, you had this 3,000 kilometers, 3,000 meters, sorry, thick ice, and it melted. And when the ice was pressing the land down, but when it melted, the land was starting to rise.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why we have the land uplift.
Okay.
And when after 7,000 years ago, it continued to rise. So after 1,000 years, it had risen even more. So we go down in the terrain and we find more rock art. We can see it's different than the previous one.
Okay.
And we know it's 1,000 years younger.
Yeah. Is the land still raising right now? Is it like
yes, it's still raising
on a geological kind of timeline, not like
not
you can
my
see it? Yeah.
but yeah. So after the ice age, the land rose quickly.
Yeah.
And then after time, it
kind of slows down a bit.
Slows down, yeah. So today, I don't know actually, but it's kind of millimeters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they probably have like some very exact sensors there that can detect it, but
yeah, but you never know with the climate change.
Yeah.
So maybe we have this tops of what do you call it? The spring, the water uprise in periods because of the rainy period or something.
Okay.
So we don't know what's happening during this climate change.
Time will tell,
Yeah,
although
time
probably
will
not
tell.
in our lifetime.
Yeah. So we can start walking. It's 500 meters to the first tunnel.
All right, I'm in. Let's do it. Do you do a lot of like kind of walking tours, showing guests the?
Yes, it's not my specialty, but I do it, of course.
What is your specialty?
My work here is administration for the most.
Oh, okay.
But I am an archaeologist.
Yeah.
So we do kind of everything from the exhibitions. We make exhibitions and how to disseminate the rock art to the people,
Yeah.
to the public, and we do field work. We protect the rock art
Yeah.
and maintain it so it could be preserved for future generations.
Are they still studying it, or is it kind of all the studying has been done and now it's just preserving it and educating on it?
We will never get done studying it.
Oh, that's perpetual. That's forever.
So here in Alta we have like 6,000 rock carvings.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It depends on how you count it.
Yeah.
Of course, if you count every bare footprints, you have more.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, we kind of count it like several marks is from the same picture.
Yeah. Like if one wall is counting as one thing, or as it counts as 20 different things. Cool. And is there like a prevailing theme upon like the art that they're putting on the walls? Like, is it about, I don't know, life, the food they eat? What are we drawing? I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see, but of course 7,000 years ago we had hunter-gatherer societies here.
Yeah.
So they lived from hunting and gathering things in the nature.
Yeah.
Like blueberries and other stuff they could, mushrooms. And,
yeah.
So we also think that here in Alta, because of the concentration of rock art here, the big concentration of on the same place, we think that Alta was this meeting place where people were gathered to exchange, maybe exchange food, goods, or also thoughts and beliefs.
Yeah.
And many people have interpreted rock art to depict everyday life. A reindeer.
Yeah.
Also, like cosmological beliefs, like their mindset and how they view on the transitions, stages, and the mythology of the life. And we'll see, but you never know. So I think you have to look at the rock art and make your own perception of it.
Okay. Was there a specific mythology that people of that era followed? Because humans have kind of always, you can't really...
Yeah, we don't know. It's so long ago. But the rock art is kind of the written material we have from that time.
Yeah, the close you have to written records.
On archaeological excavations we find things and we find things we could radiocarbon date, like you said earlier. Yeah, and but we actually don't find that often things that were made of antler, bone, skin. Because
it's degraded over thousands of years. Yeah.
Yes.
Stone.
So on the rock
is one of the things
we
that can last.
find some of that things.
Yeah.
That would have been of skin or bones or. Yeah.
Are there any other artifacts from that era, or just mostly carvings?
No, of course it's a lot. We have this.
It'd be like arrowheads
pioneer.
And tools and stuff.
Yeah. We have this pioneer called Anders Numedal.
Yeah.
He was here in 1925.
Yeah.
Some excavations he did here in Hjemmeluft, but most of them around the Kumsa mountain. Do you know the?
I don't know.
No. In Alta Museum you have this big mountain. Not big, but
a mountain.
Yeah. A mountain in the city center.
Okay.
Called Kumsa.
Yeah.
And he was there and found traces of people living here 10,000 years ago.
Wow.
10 to 12,000 years ago. Yeah. So you see the mountain over there. Wait to come around here.
Need a clear shot.
So that with the radio.
Oh yeah.
Just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Happy birthday.
So Anders Numedal did the excavation and showed that people. He was the first to show that people were here.
Okay.
That long ago.
And you said here it's more like 7,000. Is that still the believed level where he was on the mountains, more like the 10,000 range?
If you ask about the artifacts from archaeological excavations.
Yeah.
So it's no rock art.
Oh, okay.
10,000 years.
Okay, yeah.
No. So the rock art, the oldest rock art here is 7,000 years old.
Yeah.
So we can start here.
Okay.
And of course your question about artifacts here in Hjemmeluft, so there has been excavations here also.
In the museum itself, is there some physical artifacts in there?
Yes,
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So this is the first one?
Yeah. So this rock wasn't found, or the rock has always been here, but the rock art wasn't found when they made these pathways.
Yeah.
These pathways is from 87 and these were found in 1991.
Okay.
Or 99, some time on the 90s.
Yeah, because it's quite weathered, like there isn't much remaining. Is that why it wasn't found? Like,
oh, no.
Or where?
You see the gray area up here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
up here.
It's lichens.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here,
it was covered with lichen?
Yeah.
I see, okay.
We have removed the lichen.
Yeah.
So that's why we can see it more clearly.
Yeah.
And we remove it because we think that the lichen also can damage.
Can damage it, okay.
So, but we don't know. It's continually studying on that. So. But also to get a better view of the rock art.
Is like just the environment will damage this, right? Like in the same way, an old cemetery will have stone headstones, but they slowly wear down, so if it isn't really deeply carved in, they'll slowly fade away. Like these are quite shallow, right? Like these are, you can see them.
Yeah, you
but
can
it's
see
very shallow, and it's still exposed to.
Yeah,
all the cycles of nature.
Over 7,000 years.
Yeah.
So but I think after 7,000 years they are
exceptionally good. It's still very legible. I'm like, but isn't it gonna be taken away by, I don't know.
At some point, of course, in time, but hopefully not in many thousand years.
Yeah.
So.
This would be like reindeer.
Yeah, you can see a reindeer. And now we have the sun helping us.
Yes.
To view the rock art because the pecking.
Yeah.
The metal was pecking down on the stone and when the sun comes from the side, or maybe the evening sun or morning sun, it casts shadows in the holes, the pecking holes. So that's why we can see it clearly.
And this is the lower level, so this is more recent? Or sorry, are we higher or lower?
No,
Where
we
are
are the highest.
The highest, so this is the oldest.
This
and
is
then
the oldest.
as we work our way down here, it gets a bit more and more recent?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and the youngest one is on the other side of the bay.
Oh, okay.
So we can go there if you have time. I don't know how many hours you have here.
I got all day. This is my birthday day off from cycling.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Yes, so here we can see reindeer. And I don't know if you can see it clearly, but here's a boat with a halibut.
Oh, I think I can see the halibut.
Yeah.
Many rock carvings I've seen here in Sweden has been painted red or white to easier see them. Is there a reason these are not filled in with paint?
Someone was asking at other places they've seen, like archaeological rock carving, they paint them to make them legible. Oh, okay.
We can go to the painted one.
Just wait is the answer.
Yes, because this rock art were found by locals in the 70s.
Ah, okay.
And then archaeologists came to document it.
Yeah.
And during the documentation, they painted red over the rock art.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Archaeologist 36 just resubscribed for 27 months. Happy birthday, Hitch. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
So here you can see red painted rock art, and this is not paint from the Stone Age. This is paint from the 70s.
Okay.
Yes, that the archaeologists have painted over the rock art to have a better look at it, document it better, and of course that the people, the public visitors, could see it better.
And this museum, did it open in like the 70s as well? Sorry.
No. 91.
91, okay.
Yeah, but of course the pathway was built in the 80s.
Oh yes, like you said.
So actually the pathway was before the museum were built.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because in the 70s when this was found, this was a great, do you have the word bonanza?
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 Yeah.
It's like the rock art were found on several places in Alta, approximately the same years.
Okay.
Like
was it like
5
one
years.
person found some and then everyone went out looking for more?
Yeah.
And then they found it all?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like gold digging.
Has there been like still recent finds in the past few years?
Yeah.
Here and there.
We found one last year.
Last year?
And
cool.
the year before and the year before, and So we still haven't found a new one this year, so we're still waiting on the new finds.
Okay. When you do field work, is part of that just like exploring and seeing what you can find?
Not very active.
No.
But of course, if we know a panel or something we wish to examine, we can do it, but not with every means. We can go and have a look.
Yeah.
We can't do anything more.
Okay.
And we don't use a lot of time on that. It's not our job. It's the county municipality, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So here we can see actually the oldest depicted fence used to trapping
I was about
reindeer.
to ask about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, it looks like a railroad, but I don't think they had railroads.
No.
7,000 years ago.
It's a lot of people thinking this is a railroad. Yeah. So here you can see a lot of reindeers going into the fence, and it's just one person here, and he's holding a spear. And this is actually a effective trapping method.
The fencing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how did they, like now we have like herding dogs and stuff like that. Did they just like kind of scare them? Like.
Yeah. They hunted them and scared them into this
Okay.
fence and other methods that we should see on the other panels here. But today we have this herding. Sami people are herding reindeer today. Yeah. But in the Stone Age we don't have evidence that they did that. So this is hunting.
Are the ones that are more filled in, the animals back there, are those still reindeer as well? I just don't see. Yeah, these ones. Yeah.
These are bears.
Oh, they have bears over there. Okay.
Yeah, so you see these red dots?
Yeah.
It's bear tracks.
Ah, okay.
And the tracks go further up here, but it's not painted because not every rock carvings on this panel is painted because they hadn't found them. Yeah. All of them. So you can see a boat up here, but when we go further we can see it more clearly. Okay. Because this is a kind of a bad angle. But the bears were thought of as this mythical creature. Yeah. Or many cultures have this beliefs that different animals had different type of meanings. And some archaeologists have interpreted the bear as this mythical creature that people thought could go between different worlds. Okay. Like the world was divided in three. Yeah. The upper world, the middle world, and the lower underworld. Yeah. So they thought maybe the bear could travel between these three worlds. And
they're interpreting this from these carvings?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah. And also it's because you have this natural features in the rock. Like this is a natural hole in the rock, and you can see out of this you have bear tracks that they are not painted, but you can see bear tracks going around this. And also here is carving. Yeah. That's painted over in the 70s with a lot of bear tracks around them.
Yeah. So for these people, bears had like a spiritual kind of meaning. They didn't hunt them or anything like that. They tried to coexist with them. Is that?
No, they hunted them.
They did hunt them.
They did hunt them. Yeah. So we have. I want to show you a panel.
Sure.
If the light is good, we can see it. You can see while we are walking. You can see a lot of.
Yeah.
And you have to like move yourself
to get the lighting right. So if
you come here,
you can see the footprints.
See the footprints over and up here. Yeah. And if you see here, it's a natural formation in the rock. You can see it. It's like a bear's head.
Oh, yeah.
This is the nose. Yeah. And eyes and the head. And inside here you have bears and a den. And a hunting scene with people hunting the bear in the den.
That's all in there?
Yes.
Wow.
It's all in there.
That's quite the scene.
Yeah, it is. Yes, so we think that they used the natural formation on the panels to tell the story. Okay. Like here, they used the natural formation of a bear head.
Yeah, and then
over there
carved within it to tell the story.
Yeah, and over there you can almost think it's a miniature landscape with valleys and water.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And if we go further on, we can see the footprints from the bear going down to the water. Yeah. If we think that the water had been in this small you see rainwater is
captures in the low points.
Yeah, and if you see the bare footprints going down here,
yeah,
from a den down, and if it had been water here, it
oh,
would go down
yeah,
to the water,
yeah,
and up here on the other side to this
interesting,
den.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
so, and when these carvings were made, it was down by the shoreline, so the waves would have filled these with water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that this was the shoreline.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
Yeah. So we can imagine how it was to be here 7,000 years ago.
Yeah. Life must have been extremely difficult here. Like I already feel like living up here through a winter is difficult nowadays.
Yeah.
Let
of course
alone
you had period of time where it was warmer, slightly warmer than now, and colder, of course.
Yeah.
So it has varied. So here you have another painted, not original from the Stone Age, but painted in the 70s. It's very important. We often say that because we also have rock paintings.
Yeah. Which are original paintings.
Yeah, which are original from the Stone Age, but we don't have them here in Hjemmeluft.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that's why, and they are also red.
Yeah.
So it's easy to mix them with the painted.
And is that why they chose this color as well? Is because it's kind of what the color would have
Maybe.
been if they had painted them? Like,
Maybe,
okay.
yeah. So and maybe they picked the red color also because they one person had said that they saw traces of red inside the pecking areas or the carvings. But when I told you about the seashore, today the seashore is red. You see on the side?
No, I see a bit red on the rocks.
So it's red on the rocks because of the iron oxide. Some chemical things happening in the stone, and that must have been if it has been slightly brownish.
Yeah.
So we have no evidence that the rock carvings have been red in Stone Age.
Someone was asking, do you do anything to try to preserve them beyond just keeping people off of them?
Yeah, we are removing lichens.
Okay, the lichen, yeah.
The
you
lichen.
can see up there.
Yeah, so you see the dark gray is lichen, and here we have removed the lichen. And, when the panels rise from the seashore, they are red. But when the lichens start to grow on it, the red color, the natural red color from the panels, from the stone, is fading because the lichens is removing it on some rare.
Can I ask the panels that have the original like the stone paintings? Are those like in a covered cave, and that made the paint preserved, or is it still on exposed rocks like this?
Yes, it's kind of different panels, not in caves,
No.
but it could be under shelters.
Okay.
Yeah, or slightly, what do you call it? Some kind of shelter, but not a cave. And it's this standing panels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, it could be in why they are preserved, but also it's this chemical process called I don't remember in English.
That's okay.
But it's something happening with the surface over the rock paintings, not carvings, but paintings.
Yeah.
With I don't know, salt and sunlight and weather that encapsulate it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because just when I see these, I'm like, they're so exposed. I feel like in Canada, where I'm from, they'd put cover over them to try to protect them from the weather and stuff. Because the environment is harsh.
they've been here in
That's true,
7,000 years.
7,000 years,
So
yeah.
it's natural process of the environment, and
Yeah.
it's part of the rock. The rock. It's a
Yeah.
part of nature.
Oh yeah, people
now.
are saying anything. If you don't know a word in English, you can say it in Norwegian because Norwegians are watching.
Oh,
We can
okay.
translate it. We can do live translation.
Yeah, it was about the painting. Yeah, I don't remember.
It's okay.
Norwegian,
Just like going forward, if it's just like
yes.
if the English word is
Yeah, of course.
hard to find.
Yeah. So do you have many listeners?
From Norway?
No,
or just in general?
In general.
Yeah, so the live broadcast usually has like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people watching
Okay.
live, and then some people watch some stuff after it happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of it's just watching me slowly ride a bike down the road.
Yeah, but
We call it slow TV.
slow
Exactly.
TV,
Norway understands
we
the slow
understand
TV.
it,
Yeah.
yeah. So we talked about hunting methods earlier, and here is another hunting method.
Yeah.
If you see this man, these animals, and these boats, so you can think that these boats are driving the animals towards the shore to this hunter waiting on land.
The reindeer, like they'll swim just
Yes.
to get somewhere, or like what were the reindeer doing in the water?
Yeah, the reindeer are often in the water, crossing.
They're just crossing
from
fjords and
island
stuff like
to
that.
fjords,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
No, like I'm sure you can like tell a lot about their civilization just through stuff like this, because they are telling a story with this.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Do you know what like this one's holding over their head?
This?
Yeah.
No. So this is an example of things we don't know what is, and we can't find in the excavations.
Yeah.
But it's interpreted to be like some equipment to drive
like a sail kind of thing, or like a paddle?
No, to drive the reindeer. Like,
drive to scare, like
scare
big and intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And some people say it's similar to the snowshoes.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, but why do you have snowshoes on
And
the
just
boat?
holding them over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe they used it to scare the animals or something. Yeah. So we don't know. And this one, if you have any ideas, we would like your opinion about what this is. So it could be a trapping equipment or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Like this. You see the foot.
Yeah.
is down in something trapping it. So maybe this is.
And like, what is that like? What are they doing? That's with a reindeer, right? Is that a weapon?
This?
Yeah, this.
This is a elk head staff.
Elk head staff, like a weapon, like.
No, more like a. Yeah,
What do you
maybe
mean
a
staff, like just a big stick.
a big stick. Yeah, we can see it in rituals.
Yeah.
Like two people holding elk head staff.
Yeah.
An animal in the middle, or a person in the middle, or something.
Yeah.
Garvin just subscribed to Hitch on Kick.
It's because of the rock art.
There you go. Garvin, thanks for this up. On Kick.
Yeah. So now we are walking to a younger place.
So all this was kind of 7,000 years ago territory. Now we're going
6,000.
to 6,000. Okay.
Yeah. So we are walking 1,000 years.
Easy.
It's a long, a long period.
Helly's Bunnies just gifted 1 subs on Kick.
Hey, how's Bunnies? Thanks for the gifted sub. Hides drying stitched together. Could be.
So now we walk 1,000 years.
Okay.
Is it easier than riding a bike? This distance? Oh. No, so now we can see that the rock carvings they changed.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
What do you see is the most
Uh,
apparent change?
I feel like there's less detail. Like there's less of them, and it's like civilization has regressed almost. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's just like, that's like a whole, like you showed it like as a, like a landscape that shows a whole story kind of thing. This is less that.
Yeah, it's less.
Yeah.
So it's less scenes.
Yeah.
It's less details, as you say.
Yeah.
And you can see, for instance, the boat gets bigger.
Yeah.
If it's the actually bigger in size or in meaning.
Yeah.
We don't know. And here you can also see the elk head in the front of the boat.
Yep.
Clearly. And you can only see the outline. You see the outline. On the earlier face you can see like the inner line and more details, as you said.
Do you think there ever was more detail? They just didn't carve it as deep and maybe it weathered away, or it was always like this?
We would have seen if it was only some pecking in.
Okay.
In the panels, because this is a very hard panel, or the hard rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's very good preserved.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here we see that seabirds is coming
okay.
into
Birds
the
have
rock.
made an appearance. All right.
Yeah, birds is now very important to depict.
Yeah.
And we have maybe a cormorant.
Okay.
And swans and goose and ducks. And here we have this person, and if you can interpret the person and the size of the big goose, I don't know, or maybe this is the actual size of this bird compared to the man, then it had to be this great auk.
Great auk?
Yeah, it's a bird that was extinguished. Is the right word?
Extinct
in the 1800s.
Oh, okay.
So the great auk was not a flying bird, so it was easy to catch.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like New Zealand still has one of those.
Yes.
And so there's like, does the museum have like a fossilized remain of what this great auk bird would have looked like? Because I'm curious about this bird now.
Yeah, you're curious about that. No, we don't have, but it's, it's
just
actually
gonna do it with my jacket.
A great example of bærekraft. It's called bærekraft in English.
Yeah, you guys know what that means? Take like 10 seconds, and I'm sure someone knows what that is.
Yeah, because when you take a lot of something, it's vanish or gets empty.
Oh.
So everyone hunted this great auk.
Sustainability.
Yeah, sustainability. Okay. So everyone.
Especially the whole flightless bird part. It's
What?
The bird being flightless is not the best defense mechanism for.
No.
Like if people see something easy, they're just like, it just walks away.
So now it's extinct.
Yeah.
Because everyone took it.
Yeah.
So we don't have to take everything of everything.
Yeah.
It's not sustainable. So here's a panel with boats, and as we saw on the other panel, the boats get bigger.
Yes.
And with this elk head. So this is a very big naturalistic elk head.
Yeah.
And you can almost wonder, is it a boat or is it an elk swimming? So we don't know actually why, but we think it's a.
But because like this definitely is a boat with an elk head on it, the one here, right?
Yeah.
Did they just like stylize their boats? They just like put a big graphical elk head on them, kind of like.
I think
I don't know.
Yeah. And the elk was also, or in Canada maybe you say moose.
Yeah, moose. Yeah, is the big one.
Big. Oh, okay. The big one.
Yeah.
The elk.
Because we have elk too.
Is it different?
In Canada.
In Canada.
And then we have reindeer, but we call them caribou.
Yeah, reindeer of course is a different. But you differ between elk and moose?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Now I'm second guessing myself. Someone's going to tell me I'm wrong, but I'm like, I'm Canadian. I'm pretty sure we call them different.
Okay. So the elk is a very good swimmer.
Are they? Okay.
So if you have an elk with you in the boat, maybe you can be safe.
Yeah.
And maybe it's kind of a belief that you can go faster, longer, and
Okay.
safer.
Do they think these civilizations like went far with their boats? Like, were they just, did they sail, or is it they don't show them here, so they're just like
No, we don't
kind of
see
paddling?
sails. Yeah, they are paddling. But you saw the boats with like 2 people over there, and here we have 3 people.
Yeah.
If we go to the other side, like 2,000 to 3,000 years ago, there we have boats with 32 people.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
then we're talking like
long
actual
distance.
expeditions. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. So now we are on the last panel on the west side.
Okay.
So if you want, I don't know what time it is.
We're at 10:45.
10:45. Yeah. So we can go to the east side and down to the shore if you want.
And that brings us to that 2,000-3,000 year old territory. Yeah.
So for 5,000 years ago, they actually stopped making rock art here in Hemelo.
Yeah.
And came
Important
back 4,000 years ago.
You have to leave latest 12:30.
Okay. Well, I still almost got 2 hours, but yes. Okay.
Okay. Here?
Oh yeah,
That was
just
you?
someone sent me a message because I have a whole birthday itinerary thing going on.
Ah.
So this is my first of the day,
Yeah.
and then I don't know what I'm doing next. It's a surprise.
Okay. Yeah, so 5,000 years ago they stopped making rock carvings here and
Yeah.
actually moved to a different location in Alta
Oh, okay.
and made some rock carvings there.
And is there a big gap? Like it goes from like the 5,000 to
4,000.
okay. And with this type of dating, there isn't a huge amount of specificity. It's not like, oh yeah, this is like 4,750 years to 4,549.
No.
We're kind of near 1,000.
Yeah, if we could have this radiocarbon dating
Yeah.
In proximity to the rock carvings, and we
Okay.
could easily connect the excavation finds to the rock carvings,
Yeah.
then we could say a more detailed, but also it's like 100 range. It's not on the exact year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But we don't actually have archaeologists excavation finds that could relate directly to the rock art. It's very difficult.
Because you can find remains, but there's no way to connect it. That would be the difficulty?
Yeah. If you could find some stones, a pecking tool or something, that we could say, okay, the people lived here, where we now excavated, they were the people making the rock art. Then we could have a connection. But there are archaeologists doing research on this, so we'll just
potentially in the future we'll know more. Did they find like buried human remains here that they've dated as well?
Human remains? No, not here.
Not here.
I don't think so. But of course there are bones from fish and other animals in these kitchen deposits.
Betsy and Co. just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Happy birthday, Trevor.
Thank you, Betsy.
So the other thing we are working with, archaeologists here are working with this, making this.
The archaeologists do this too?
No, not by hand. We do this project.
Ah, okay. I was going to say, this does look new and nice.
But of course it's experts on timber.
Yes. I was gonna, like, you're a jack of all trades, many talents.
Yeah, but archaeologists are like the potato.
What do you mean the potato?
We do a lot of things.
Okay.
Like this
Oh, I
my
see, okay.
colleague Rune.
Yeah.
He's like doing this forest cleaning.
Ah, okay. And he's an archaeologist, like, and he's wielding a chainsaw?
Yes.
Okay. Do you ever chainsaw anything?
No.
No?
Hej Rune.
Hey.
Hilsa på.
Hey, Trevor.
Oh, hi. You know who I am.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
It's your birthday today?
It is.
Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Thank you very
What a
much.
way to celebrate, huh?
Yeah, starting here, getting educated, and then got a whole itinerary of stuff today, but it's a surprise, so I don't know what's up next.
Oh,
but
really?
yeah, so
That's extra fun.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's been good so far.
How do you like the carvings?
No, it's very cool. I actually, like, I've traveled a lot, but I don't think I've ever stopped at somewhere that has like historical carvings like that. Because I'm from Canada, America, they have them, but I've always just kind of been like hitchhiking and skimming through real fast.
I see, yeah.
So I've never actually stopped to explore and learn. So
I get that, yeah.
it's my first experience, and it's been very interesting. It's cool.
It's really something you have to dive into also,
Yeah.
isn't it? If you're on the go, it's not necessarily something to experience.
And I feel like I'm getting so much more having like walked
Definitely,
through
yeah.
this and like having someone knowledgeable like yourself actually explaining what I'm seeing, because if I was just doing this myself, I'd just be staring and being like, that's neat, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Exactly.
I know this is a historical carving from many thousands of years ago, but like there's more depth to it than just paintings of reindeer, right? So I'm actually getting to know as much as I can.
Yeah, nice.
So we
thank
were
you
just
for
talking about what an archaeologist does.
Oh,
so what
wow.
are you doing?
Yeah. We do different things, yeah. Guided tours, some, what's it called, wood cutting, I guess?
Yeah.
Taking down some trees, making it nice.
Yeah. So
Maintaining the area around the carvings.
she described it as archaeologists are like a potato, and I'm like, what do you mean? And she meant multi-purpose, but I'm like, I don't know. In English, people say a potato is like a, you know, I don't know, a boring root vegetable. I'm like, I think there's more.
We're boring in a side dish. That's what she meant.
I didn't say it. She did.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but it's true. I agree with you. That not that we're boring in a side dish, but that we have to do all types of things.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you know, we have to maintain the carving. So that means so much more than just the rock itself, but also the vegetation around, being it like the lichen and the moss and the stuff like that, but also the trees and the areas.
Okay.
And of course, it has to be safe for you visitors as well.
Yeah.
That's equally important. So.
And that's all like the paths and stuff we built up here and everything. Yeah.
Exactly.
Is there any other preservation you do other than removing lichen and keeping the plants at bay, or?
Well, removing the paint.
Removing of the paint.
Oh.
The paint is damaging.
Oh, is it?
in
Okay.
Itself. Yeah. When the paint flakes off, it sometimes takes off part of the rock as well.
Yeah.
But other than that, mainly, you know, keeping it still is the main idea.
Yeah.
The equilibrium is important.
Yeah.
So if you step on it, it's not in equilibrium, right? If the lichen grows on it, it's not in equilibrium.
Yeah.
So that's mainly the job.
When they remove paint, do they replace it for visual purposes, or what if they take it away, they try to keep it in its natural state?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because so what they did in the 70s to paint it is not accepted practice anymore.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
It was back then.
Yeah.
You know, partly to disseminate. You probably told this already. Partly to disseminate, but also to really highlight the carvings, I guess. And you know, some years earlier, it was believed that this was actually done in the Stone Age as well.
Yeah.
Which is not true. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Times changed in 50 years.
And I've watched the occasional like YouTube thing on archaeology, and in general, like when they go back 100+ years in archaeology, like they're pretty like Wild West with it, and like they just blow shit up and be like, neat.
Exactly, yeah.
Now we do things differently and try to preserve, where then they're just like pure exploration, but we don't care if we damage it along the way.
And in Norway as well, 100 years ago, you tried to build a nation, right? You want to really preserve the Viking image, and look who we are. Yeah. So you really tried to make archaeology into, I guess, in a sense, what it's not.
Yeah.
So you did so much more. Now it's, well, at least our job is mainly preservation and dissemination. Yeah. And of course research.
Yeah. No, it's very cool. What are you doing today? You got a chainsaw and stuff.
Yeah, I was just removing some of the forest here. We just did this path, had it redone. To make it more accessible, more, I guess, nice, but also more available for people in wheelchairs and stuff like that. So I started to remove some of the forest as well, so it looks, I guess, nicer.
But yeah, just one of the jobs of an archaeologist.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not always like this.
Yeah.
Usually it's by the carvings, but you know,
okay.
sometimes we got to do other places as well. So.
Do you like the variety though?
I do.
I feel like that would keep things interesting, where you're not doing the exact same thing all day, every day.
Exactly, yeah. It's like 50-50 outside, inside, you know, at least in the summer. With a lot of stuff going on outside that we have to do and, you know, maintain and keep up. And then you have to go inside to do the meetings and sometimes boring stuff. Yeah, I didn't say boring. I said, yeah, exactly, yeah. Potato stuff, I don't know.
yeah. Cool, well, I won't keep you. And then
enjoy your walk with Evelyn.
Okay, well, it was nice to meet you. Thanks for the chat. Is this all accessible in the winter? Like, do they clear?
No.
It's closed, yeah.
No, it's actually it's covered with snow.
I guess, like maybe you put a little cover on it, or maybe
no.
you...
No, we don't.
Okay.
The snow is actually the best
preserver.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Because like winters are very harsh to like rocks, even because like the freeze thaw cycles, like water will go in and then freeze, and that expands and can kind of break apart rock.
So here we are down by the shore. We have this, on Monday actually we opened this aktivitetstilbud. For the public, they can come and make some necklace.
Okay.
Like they did in the Stone Age. They can hunt on animals.
Ah, we've got animals to hunt.
Bow and arrow.
Oh, you have a bow and arrow that people can shoot?
Have you ever tried?
Like when I was a kid, I think I was like 12, and our school did like a camp thing, and that's the only time.
Would you like to try?
Is there a bow and arrow here I can shoot? Yeah?
Yeah?
I'm down to try.
Okay.
Yeah. Where is it?
It's inside.
Okay, let's do it. How's your archery skills? No? You're not a natural Katniss Everdeen?
No.
No, okay.
And if we find the arrows.
Are they like training arrows, or we got the real deal here?
It's replicas, I think.
Replicas? Are they sharp?
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Maybe they got like a suction cup on the end.
So we have this big security. Oh,
I was gonna. Oh, yeah, I left the door open. Oh. Almost set off the alarm.
Okay, so we open on Monday, so we are not actually clear here.
Okay.
This is little free.
Not the right key?
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes it's this way. Let's see.
Archery time. Oh, it's like historical.
Oh, maybe we need Rune.
Oh, because it's not stringed?
Yeah.
Actually, I'd be very curious to see a historical bow, like, because you need a lot of like pressure on it, right? To like.
Yeah. This is not my specialty, so.
Those are like actual sharp danger.
We can try.
Wow.
Two?
Sure. All right, let's try this. Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm in. All right.
I can
Get the bow.
this.
Oh, you got a lot.
Okay. We'll take the
All right, we'll take the lot. So, the person you mentioned, are they also an archaeologist, but they happen to specialize in archery?
Rune was the guy we met.
Oh, that's Rune. He does this too?
Yeah.
Wow. Multi-talented guy.
We do everything.
Potato.
Okay.
Skeptic about that bow. I'm like, it's not under much tension right now. They look sharp. They are actually quite sharp.
Yeah.
All right, to the hunting grounds.
Now you are living the hunter-gatherer dream.
I feel like it was less enjoyable than we might. A hard lifestyle.
It was very important and needed. It was not.
Well, that's how they lived, but like
Yeah.
now we have like comforts like plumbing
Yeah.
and gas heating, stuff like that. Agriculture.
And they needed the animal, or the at least the big animals, for everything, like
Yeah.
clothes and threads. And
I'm very curious, like, because the bow's not under much tension, and I'm like, all right. So I'm just gonna set this down.
you can't do both.
No, I need 2 hands for this one. All right, we will go here. Okay. That.
Now you get from behind. If you put it there, you get from the side.
Yes, we'll have multiple options here. I'm just gonna plug in a battery. Hopefully it doesn't screw this up. Battery's getting low. Okay. Are you gonna show me how it's done first, or
Do
am I I don't know.
Yes. So it's kind of a security question also.
Yeah,
So you don't shoot when you have some people in front of
that's
you.
fair.
Of
That's
course.
fair. So there's no trails back here or anything, or
No.
Yeah.
Nothing. So
okay.
if you point this way and not this way, it's going
Okay.
to be okay.
No 360, no scope action.
Yeah.
Just shoot straight. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, this could damage you. In
Yeah,
some,
it can hit your forearm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these are sometimes a little sharp, so you could get some.
The feathers or
marks.
artificial feathers. Yeah. Okay.
So
That's
you
fine.
could get a mark.
I came prepared. I got my
Perfect.
got my glove. It's pretty much an archery
Yeah.
glove. It's perfect.
So you actually just hold on the middle,
Yeah.
and you bring this on top.
Yeah,
You
and the
can
little notch.
either hold it like this,
Yeah.
or like this.
Okay.
So it depends on how you like it. So I'll try.
Okay. Let's see.
And then you can put your legs like
Okay.
you are throwing a ball. Yeah.
Throwing a ball. Okay. Yeah.
And you just have your arm go back.
Yeah.
And
Hey. All right. Let's see.
yeah.
Okay. Sweet. All right. In the notch. Okay. Yeah. What are we going for? We go for the.
Woo! It's almost.
Almost the reindeer.
Yeah.
All right, let's go again.
Almost the ass of the reindeer.
The ass of the reindeer. That's what we're going for. There we go. That was pretty good. It's got like a comfortable draw strength. At first I thought when you strung it, I'm like, is it gonna be tight enough? Will it actually shoot?
Yeah.
But we're good. Okay. We'll go bear. Come on. Oh, low. I'm hitting my arm. I'm glad my jacket's on. Where am I going? There we go. Thank you.
Don't hit the birds.
Don't hit the birds? The real ones or the fake ones?
The real ones.
Oh yeah, we got to find these after, don't we?
Yes.
Okay, maybe I should hit the
now we have 3 to find.
Okay, I forgot about this, and I'm going like over top of these.
Tourist to not hit your jacket.
What? What about not my jacket? Okay. There's. Ooh. Okay, fox, but way to the right. Okay, just one more, and then I'm satisfied.
Okay.
I'm not very good at this aiming thing.
Not me. No. You saw mine. It's the first.
Alright, let's go in the middle. Okay. Okay, one more reindeer.
Oh, almost.
I can't hit anything, but that's fun. Thank you. Okay, let's go for a hunt. For arrows. Some are easier than others. You did more than your half. Oh, here we go. I got 2. 4.
You found 2? Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That was faster than I thought. Okay.
Yes, I think you had 4 and I had 1.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just go inside with this, and down there you have benches, and if you want to go and have a look while I go back with this.
All right, you're good with all these and the bow and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are lucky. Didn't get you today. Next time I'm coming prepared. Right? No, I'm gonna go to archery school. Oh, benches. What do you know? Time we're at 11. Okay. Been fun. This has been a lot of fun. I didn't think we were gonna shoot arrows. I think the carvings are really cool. And like what I was saying, I haven't gone to any like natural carving place, I don't think, which is weird because I travel a lot. I just don't stop at like natural history places, I guess. Thank you for that. I wasn't expecting archery today, but here we are.
Yeah. It's our birthday present for you.
Thank you. That's a great birthday present.
TT_studio gifted a tier 1
right.
sub to TT 2468. They have given
I got up to an hour before I gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we go straight to the youngest rock carvings, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can have a look there, and then we can walk back to the museum.
Okay.
Yeah. And have a look inside.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And there's like a cafe in the museum, right?
Yes.
Because I think I'm fiending for a coffee
Yeah.
at some point.
And it's actually the best view in Alta.
I noticed when I came in the museum, I'm like, this is the view you guys got? That's pretty nice.
So also we have our offices is had a
You guys,
driveway.
really? All of them?
Yeah.
You don't get like the new guys get like a cubicle facing a wall?
No, the one students, for example, coming here borrowing
don't eat,
a
just
place
drink.
at the library. They it's the other way.
Okay.
So, but two like reading places.
Yeah.
2 reading seats actually.
Okay.
So, yeah, we have a great view.
Can't complain.
No.
Yeah. Are you from up here? Or?
I'm from Alta, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lived away for a period of time.
Like for school and stuff?
Studying,
Yeah.
and other jobs.
Yeah. But came home?
Yeah.
Was that always your plan?
No, it was this job.
Yeah.
So I wasn't actually thinking about moving back.
Bill
because I
underscore
didn't
followed
think it
just
was
subscribed
possible
with Twitch
to
Prime.
work,
In a job like this?
in a job like
In your hometown?
yeah.
Sounds like a desirable situation to be in.
Yeah.
If you like home. Do you like living in Alta? Outside of this? Yeah.
Yeah, I really like it.
Because like, I think a lot of people, like, the idea of living this far north is like very foreign to them.
Yeah.
The fact that for 2-3 months the sun doesn't set, but in the winter for 2-3 months the sun doesn't rise, and a variety of other things make it a very foreign place
Like
to most people.
In 20th June and we have like 6 degrees.
Yes,
Like
that's
that.
true. People are like, why is it so cold there? It's summer. Well,
Yeah.
we are,
And we have snow on the mountain.
yes.
Isn't it like this in Canada as well?
In parts of Canada. Like, I'm from the far west coast.
Yeah.
There's probably like climate similar to like Oslo, where like the ocean keeps it quite mild.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you moved further inland, it would get quite cold.
Yeah.
But being next to the ocean, you get the air flows off of there that keep it mild.
Of course, I think we have it quite okay here.
People are saying there's like a specific, like,
Yeah.
Alta has like its own microclimate or something.
Yeah, we have the Gulf Stream.
Yeah.
I think that without the Gulf Stream we couldn't be here.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it's different. It is different out on the coast.
As once you go inland, it's
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
So Alta is it's like inland climate,
Yeah.
warm and stable.
Yeah.
Compared to the coast, which are, of course, in degrees, the coast is like not that cold and not that warm.
Mm-hmm.
It's more stable in degrees
Yeah.
because it's not that hot or cold that it could be in the inland.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more windy,
Yes.
rainy, foggy. Yeah.
No, I'm from an island on the west coast. That is how I grew up. It doesn't get hot, it doesn't get cold, but it gets windy, rainy,
Yeah.
foggy, cloudy,
Yeah.
all of that.
All of that.
That's kind of like home here. Now this is a lot, the landscape's a bit different. This is like rugged, rocky terrain. This reminds me more of like Northern Ontario in Canada, or maybe Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Like how rocky and exposed all this land is.
Yeah.
Have you been to North America before?
No.
No.
I've been in a transfer in Miami once.
That's North America? Oh, like just transferring
but
planes?
north of that.
Okay.
So only south of that.
Did you leave the airport or just transferring to a different flight? Where were you going that transferred out of Miami?
I think it was Jamaica or something.
Ah, okay. Jamaica vacation? That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Was that to escape a winter here in, in Alta? Like, I haven't seen the sun in a month. I think I'm going to Jamaica.
No, we see the sun, but it's like 6 degrees in the sun.
In the winter, though?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, in the winter you don't see the sun.
So here you can see the red rock.
Yeah.
So we think that in the Stone Age also this bedrock would have looked like this by the shore. So when you...
Because like a rock like this kind of looks like the first rock we looked at that they carved into, but red.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, like
So
like
without
that.
lichens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
And
could
then
see them
the-
just sitting there by the shoreline, just carving into it.
Yeah, or pecked.
Pecked.
So the newly pecked we call it carvings, but
Yeah.
the newly packed carvings would have been white.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
So-
showing kind of what it would look like if you carved right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And this is
also-
like kind of like a hammer and chisel kind of thing?
Yeah, and also we have these like 80 years.
Oh, like 1940s
Yeah.
people carving?
So you can see that the
What a new one looks
it's
like
still
compared.
red and it appeared white
Yeah.
inside. So
Okay, cool. But then, like, still at any time they can just kind of find carvings like on a stone like this. It's just, it would be much harder to see these carvings with the lichen and the weathering on the stone,
yeah.
because a lot of them aren't that deep, and I'm like, it was covered with moss and lichen.
But of course, the locals that found the rock art here
Yeah.
was a father and a son called last name Balandin. They were down by the shore and walking between the shore and the house and took a break up
Yeah.
on the stones, and they sat there, and maybe the sun came in a favorable way,
Yeah.
so they saw a reindeer,
Ah, okay.
and it was lichen on the rock.
But like, right now, if you saw it right now, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's clearly carvings. But with all the lichens and stuff, you kind of have to, like you said, catch the light right,
Yeah,
be in the right situation, be sitting down to kind of like take a break,
yeah.
because it won't jump out at you.
So we can, it's one panel here, we can test standing on the one side and standing on the other side. On
Okay.
the one side you can see it clearly, and the other side you can't see it.
Okay.
So it
Let's do it.
depends on how you, it's a kind of interactive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to move around and use the light and maybe your own shadow
Okay.
to make it appear. In the fall and October we have this mørkevandring. We go here in the dark at night
Yeah.
with the public. We invite the locals to come here and see the rock art in the dark.
Yeah.
And then we bring this big lights. So we stand here and we light these up. And then it kinds of have this 3D effect. It
Oh,
just
okay.
pops out of the...
Like you use like a specific angle to kind of catch the angles of the carvings well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we are like 8 or 9 meters above sea level.
Yeah.
And these carvings are 2,000 years old.
Okay. So this is the boat with many people in it you were talking about.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now you can see the rock art.
Now I know what to
Now
look
you're
for.
educated.
Yeah.
So, this was a bad one. Yes, a boat with a lot of people. And the people in this boat, they look very happy. I think they are celebrating your birthday. Let me see if this works. Yeah.
There you
So you have this boat, Stevn, is it called?
go.
This front
Yeah,
or
the
back
bow or
bow, yeah.
stern. I don't know. I don't know naval terms.
Yeah, so you have the front and the back of the boat here.
Yeah.
And you have people with the head there.
Yeah.
And they are standing like this.
Mhm.
So they look like they are dancing. And this one is a head, 2 legs, arms.
Yeah.
And he's holding something. A roundish.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, maybe they are celebrating something or very happy.
Yeah.
Maybe he is carrying some musical.
But I could
thing
see,
somewhere.
like, from a historic society perspective, if people have the time to be sitting down and carving art, things are probably in a good state because you're not in like
Yeah.
hard survival mode.
Some
Because
Maslow.
in most societies, when you have like a golden age or something like that, that's when all the arts and culture kind of thrive because you're not
Yeah.
just purely surviving. You actually have time to
Yes.
go beyond just primitive survival and can do.
Could be. In this time, I think it correlates with the time that the temperature was slightly higher.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
So it could be. It's a good theory you have there, Trevor. Maybe you should write something about it.
Well, I'm not an archaeologist. I'm just, I watch YouTube documentaries. That's all I do.
Yeah.
Was this the one from 2 angles, or?
No.
Okay, that's further along?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can go to the next one. And of course here you have other carvings. And also this is the panel, if you have heard about the man on the skis.
Man on the skis?
Yeah, we have like, anyone else heard about it? We have this
You guys know the man on the skis?
man with skis on his legs and an arrow and a bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, on hunting.
Yeah. And this is a carving we're talking about? Or?
Yes,
yeah.
it's on the top of this. But
oh, okay.
we
can't access it.
Can't
Yeah.
access this now. I can see if we can see it. No, we didn't get the sun now.
Ah.
So.
No sun. No skis.
No skis.
Do you
We
ski?
can go to the next one.
Are you a skier?
Only when I bring my kids for
Is that downhill or like cross country skiing?
both,
Both, okay. Yeah.
but it's not everyday routine.
Okay, yeah, just checking.
So here you can see the good angle.
Yeah. Okay, we've got
And
some
if
reindeer
you go,
back over.
so I think they would maybe be less visible.
It's definitely less.
Yeah, but now we actually.
But I was going
got
to say the sun just came out.
Yeah,
We might be able to see the ski man.
Yeah, and also here you have a boat. So you have to move around.
Oh, yeah.
bit.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Because initially I'm like, I don't see it. And then you got to like, I don't know,
Yeah.
look differently. Zoom out with your mind.
Yeah. So I fish salmon in the river.
Yeah.
And when you stand on the bridge and look down, when this the fish is coming,
Yeah.
then you struggle with seeing the salmon.
Mm-hmm.
But when you see one, then all the rest is just popping up.
Yeah.
And you
Something like that, yeah.
decode what you are going to look after.
Ah.
So this, it's kind of similar. You have to just use time and
Yeah.
decode the rock art.
And like, I'm sure you've looked at these so many times, it just like is very easy for you to get into that
Sometimes,
state.
it's not easy if it's bad light.
It's all about the lighting here. Yeah.
So here you can see them very clearly. When I say very clearly, maybe it's exaggeration or something.
But like, I see what you're saying, and like from this angle, yeah, it is much better lighting to catch all the grooves carved into the rock.
Yeah. So when we remove the red paint over the rock carvings on the west side, then we have to like educate the visitors a little bit, because many of them comes for 1 hour or 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And just run through it.
Yeah.
And just see all the red.
Because
Just pop, 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 pop.
there's like 2 things at play there. It's like the paint, you say, does damage to the rock art, so you want it removed. But the education part, people will more naturally be able to see the carving if it's highlighted in that way. Because not everyone's going to have a guide like you to like show me the depth of what's going on here.
Yeah.
So I can see that being a complicated thing as far as
It's complicated.
archaeology and preservation and education all kind of fighting each other.
They are, and some of the rock carvings are painted wrong.
Yeah.
So that's also a reason to remove it. And in between, you saw the bear footprints.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them were painted red. Then they just hadn't found.
Oh,
more.
okay, yeah.
So the rest of the footprints wasn't
not, yeah.
painted. So some of them are painted and some of them are not. So you don't get the whole picture.
Yeah.
Even though some of them are painted red.
Yeah.
So, and it's more difficult. If here would have been two red painted, you wouldn't see the not painted one.
Exactly. Yeah, it stands out so much.
Stands out, yeah. But here you can see this reindeer and the boat.
Yeah, I see some boats.
Here, and here's a big halibut.
Ooh.
Do you see it?
Oh yeah, I see that.
And the boat and the reindeer with a big antler. See it?
Oh yeah.
And here is a boat.
Boat here.
And this reindeer over here and over here.
Yeah, I see them. Because like that first kind of era was so cool because it, like how you described it, as like you could almost see it as a landscape that shows like the actual hills and stuff like that, and herding of the reindeer with the fences and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Since then, there isn't like there's spots of different things, but there isn't like an overall
you think
landscape
because
kind of thing.
now we are like 3,000 years younger.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, 3. I'm just thinking. From 7,000 to this is 2,000. It's 5,000, isn't it? It's
7 to 2,000. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Monster math.
During that time, the big scenes disappeared. So now it's not important to tell stories about the collaboration. Is it called that? Samarbeid?
Oh, you said where people come together? Yeah.
People are working together.
Yeah.
With the hunting and this is like a boat here and a boat there and reindeer there. So maybe they also had other ways to communicate this out.
Yeah.
And after 2,000 years, they just stops.
Oh, this is the most recent, and then
in all of the Scandinavia. No, the ones down there.
Yeah.
With the big boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the youngest.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. So this is 3,000 years, and that's 2,000 years old.
Do they have a hypothesis as to why that's the end of that?
Maybe they had other means of telling their stories.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
Can't be preserved as well as rock.
No. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they didn't have to. Maybe they used skin. Maybe.
But they know that specific civilization still survived through that era, because
the continuity, you think?
Because maybe they moved away. Maybe they considered it inhospitable if this was, when you said it was like a warmer area or era.
Yeah.
But as it gets colder, they leave.
I
don't know. Because like you said, you can't really know anything for sure because this is all archaeology. Like it's a lot of best guesses.
But yes, I think you have to see all the components together. The weather, the climate, the temperature, the way of living, the beliefs, the mythology.
Yeah.
So and of course as you said, when you have everything, then you can do like the fun things. Yeah. So maybe that's also
they didn't have time for fun things anymore.
Yeah.
Life got hard.
I think we will head back and take a coffee.
Yeah? Okay, let's take a coffee.
Yeah, so I think we'll just go the same way.
Same way back?
Or if you want to see the whole round, but not stop as much, then we can just go this way.
Is this...
This is slightly shorter, but not much.
We might as well do a loop rather than a... Yeah. But we won't stop as much, we'll just... Okay. We're both good at walking.
Yeah. So now we are heading back in time.
Okay.
So we go upwards.
Oh, as we go up, back in time, yeah.
So this was 3,000 years ago, now we are going up to 6,000 years ago.
Okay.
Or 7,000, the first one we get to actually.
You guys invented time travel.
Yeah. So it goes on this side. It goes kind of ups and downs. Now we're going to the oldest 7,000, and then back to 6,000 again, and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is the roller coaster in time.
How far is this whole loop?
Approximately 3 kilometers.
Oh, okay. That's a good little walk.
Yeah. And further this way, we have, of course, more rock art.
Yeah.
So here in Hjemmeluft, we have like 3,000 rock carvings.
Yeah.
And total in Alta is 6,000 plus minus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this trail's just open to the public, like. Hi.
Okay. Yes, in the summer.
Yeah.
We open it as soon as the ice
Yeah.
snow is gone.
Yeah.
But we need to ensure that it's safe.
Yeah.
That it's not slippery and something.
Well, yeah, wood planks like this, even when wet, can be very slippery. Is there anything is the inside of the museum still open in the winter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have actually 7 boulders inside.
7 boulders?
Yeah,
That got brought inside?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Big stones with rock art on.
Oh, cool.
So here is one of the oldest.
Yeah. Like comparable to the first ones we looked at?
Yeah. So now we are back at the big scenes.
Ah, yeah.
And the elk head staff.
Yeah.
This one. Here's 2 people. One man with an elk head staff.
Oh, the staffs you're talking about, yeah.
One man with the elk head staff.
Yeah.
And in the middle, it's one man with long spear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting how much more intricate the oldest era is.
Yeah.
It's quite
And
cool.
this one, I don't know what this. It starts here,
Mhm.
goes up, whee, and then this round.
They had balloons.
What?
I said they had balloons.
Balloon! Yeah. Meteor.
No.
And this is something round with 4 people holding it.
Interesting.
So, and back here is family, 2 adults and a child.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And on this panel we have 2 hares.
Like rabbit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only one in the rock art.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here's one.
Ah. Wait, that's... There it is. Lots of reindeer.
You see the pecking. You see it very clearly.
Oh, how they did the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see it's the small holes.
Yeah.
From the pecking. Yeah. Yeah.
So we see lots of reindeer, we've seen bear, we've seen birds, maybe that one flightless bird. Now we've seen a hare, a rabbit. Any other animals that you know of being featured on these? Or is that kind of a good summary?
Good summary, yeah. We have a fox or
There's
dogs.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
did they have they had dogs here?
Something we think it could be interpreted as a dog.
Okay.
Yeah. But fox, dog.
They can look similar in a rough rock carving, yeah.
So here is the old excavation from his 1925, the Anders Numedal.
Yeah.
I told you about. It was in this area.
Oh, okay.
And also up on this panel over here, the father and son found the first one.
Oh, okay, so we're at the original kind of finding area.
70s, yeah. And when they found this reindeer, the archaeologists came here and just started to find everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also it was on the west side. It was two 10-year-old boys.
Yeah.
Playing hide and seek.
Because I'm just imagining trying to find it on this, and like it would be very difficult.
Yeah. They were playing hide and seek.
Yeah.
And this tree had fallen down, and the roots were taking off the panels.
Yeah.
So the panels were clean.
Oh, yeah.
Behind that one.
Yeah.
And he saw the fence, or the reindeer hunting fence.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also here we can take a
detour.
quick look. Yeah, so we have a big bear, a big boat. This is a boat long from here to here.
Oh,
with the elk
geez.
head.
That's got to be the biggest boat yet.
Yeah. And we have elk and the boat. So they have actually pecked one above the other.
Oh,
This
okay,
is an
yeah.
elk and this is a boat. This is kind of geometric figure. We don't know what it is, but it's a lot of similarities to other geological patterns we have, both on the rock carvings and the rock paintings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Here's also a boat upside down.
I was gonna say, I'm like, this looks like boat-like, but not.
And here we have a lot of elks, some with baby in their stomach, tubes, or their stomach. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can see it more clearly from
the other side. Yeah, that's what I figure.
And I think here also we have a reindeer turning his head and looking backwards. I'll just see if I can spot it. We can go down there.
Okay.
So much for not stopping.
I know, it's hard to not stop.
Do you see the color?
Yes.
What do you think it looked like? Similar to maybe Northern Lights?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we put it like that. I could see that.
I guess you've seen Northern Lights.
I have, yes.
Yeah.
This is not the right time to see them here, but...
No. You can see it's kind of purple and slightly green.
Yeah.
These stripes. And inside this color you have this row of animals.
Mm-hmm.
Not very visible now, but a lot of elks.
Yeah.
Some of them with baby in the stomach, and some of them with this small calf babies outside the stomach. Yeah.
Cool. It's very interesting. It's just cool, like being able to walk through eras like this.
Yeah.
It's like walk a few hundred meters, skip 5,000 years. Have they had this all boardwalked up for like a long time? Like this path?
This, of course, is renovated, but the first boardwalk came in 1987.
Really?
Yes. When the rock art bonanza was here in the 70s, all of the world was interested. Like the media came, and the students came, and all of the tourists came, and the area was not visitor friendly. Yeah. Because the archaeologists, of course, didn't want people to stamp on the rock art. Yeah. And the neighbors wouldn't have them in their gardens. Some neighbor actually started to take money from people passing his garden. Yes. So that's why they started to build these boardwalks before the museum was built in 91.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's built on a way that's reversible. So you can actually reverse this, take it all away, and you shouldn't see much trace in the terrain. Of course, after years of hiding vegetation, you would see it, but
we haven't moved land really, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a floating construction.
Yeah.
It floats up on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not big, dug far down in the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling much better today. I'm not like 100%, but like I'm so much better than yesterday morning. Oh, that was bad. But we're just heading back for coffee now, and then it's almost time to do the next journey of this birthday stream. I don't know how many things Tanya has planned for me, but she planned a bunch of surprises, so this one I knew about, but everything after this I don't know about.
This area is very popular for from the kindergarten and schools comes here and use this area for their excursions.
Yeah. Both for the rocks and for the coastline here, like marine.
Also only for the coastline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just they come here and light a fire in the fire pit there and just have a nice day in kindergarten or school. Every fall we have, in September, we have this school program for the fourth graders.
Yeah.
We call it the Stone Age Day.
Stone Age Day, okay.
So fourth graders comes here, they get a tour on the rock art, they eat their lunch, and we have this cooking pit. It's a kind of Stone Age furnace where you cook your food down in the ground. Yeah. So we learn them how to make this cooking pit. Yeah. And then we lay down like elk meat, salmon or trout. And then they are divided into groups and work in groups. Some of them are making necklaces, some of them are making fire, some of them are making like toddies or gathering berries and making this tea, drinks. And some of them are hunting with the arrow and bow.
Is that what the arrow stuff was set up for? Is more for the kids than the adults?
Yes. So this Monday we open these activities for the public.
Okay, I got a sneak peek.
Yeah, and we have this activity with the bow and arrow
Yeah.
also for the 4th graders in September.
Okay, yeah.
And then when they are done working, like they did in the Stone Age, then we go back to the cooking pit after 1 hour.
Yeah.
Then the food is ready.
Yeah.
Then they get to taste.
So, cooking pit, is it actually like underground or is it like...
Yes, it's underground. It's a pit. A pit in the ground where you lay hot stones. So you had to make a fire in the morning. So the stones is very hot.
Yeah.
Put down the stones, the food, and turf.
Yeah.
And so you have to insulate it so it doesn't, the warmth doesn't evaporate out. So if it comes smoke, then it's not
I see, okay.
Enough turf.
Now I want to try this.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, and easy. But of course it's easier to do it in your kitchen.
I was going to say, easy, I don't know if that, people would define that as easy.
So where are you heading next?
Like today?
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just supposed to be a surprise. I just know I have a deadline to be like, all right, I got to finish up here so I can go to wherever next is.
Okay. Yeah.
So
like a surprise.
yeah, this one I knew I was coming here, but everything after this all day, I have no idea. So I'm sure I'll have to do something embarrassing or something, but